What's up guys, this is Trailbound Chris, and today I want to talk about the brand new 2020 betas. Specifically the two strokes is what I'm going to focus on because that's what we ride. Yeah, let's take a look at these 250, 300, and 200 RR two strokes. Stick around. Alright, so I just got back from Colorado. I'm taking care of some business on my 19 250 XC. It held up pretty good, but I kind of bent my chain guide. I'll have to replace that. I'm going to put a DDC sprocket on. I got to clean it up. I'm going to do the radiator hoses because I kept getting this leak. So that's in the works next. But what was released yesterday was these brand new beta bikes. A couple videos back I talked about the 2020 KTMs and how they've all gone to TPI, and that's with the 250 and the 300, both XC and XCWs. So when Beta released their bikes, it was surprising to see that they still have a carburetor, and it's a really good one. It's the Key carburetor. So that's what KTM used to run up until 2017 when they did that big refresh. They switched carbs, and that basically meant we all had to drop a bunch of cash and get Electron carbs because they're just like too finicky, too hard to get the jetting correct on. With the Electron fix, it works pretty well. These betas, they still have a carb. However, they are oil injected. For people that aren't beta guys, that might be something a little bit new to you. Basically, you have a reservoir for your oils. So like the TPIs, there's no pre-mixing that you have to do. I guess it's not quite as complicated as the fuel injection, so it's maybe a little bit safer on the trail, but it's still a point of failure. I would like to hear some of your guys' feedback on this oil injection. You guys that run betas, I know the previous year non-race models were oil injected, but the race model was not oil injected. The people I've been talking to they've been saying the oil injection has been working well for them. So, maybe it's all right. One positive thing is that the 200 RR has come back. KTM shut it down a couple years ago, and a lot of people are bummed on that because that's a really cool bike. It's light, perfect for woods riding. Maybe not the best for hard enduro because you still need to be able to power up some of those hills. Even the 250s and some of the desert hill climbs, that's when you sort of wish you had the 300. So 200, I'm not sure if it would be ideal for an all-around hard enduro bike, but ripping woods on that thing, those feel like mountain bikes. They're awesome. So Beta has one. It looks light, looks good. This could be an interesting bike for you guys. I know Primal Enduro here on YouTube has one, and he's done some videos on it, so check it out. Check out what he's done with it and what he thinks about it. So the big thing that they announced for the 2020 is that they've gone to a counterbalance motor finally. So KTM did this in 2017, and it was a big improvement. Anyone that has like an older two-stroke or older dirt bike, I tell them like don't ride my bike unless you're prepared to buy a new one because the vibration on these newer bikes is just so minimal, and the smoothness of the power curve is just crazy. Like, it's nothing like those old two-strokes that people think of that are just bats out of hell. You can really get on them and make them ride like a bat out of hell, but the power is very manageable these days with the counterbalance motor. So it's cool that Beta has gone to this. I think it's going to be a huge improvement for the bike. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with this. And I think the counterbalance will give it more of a luggability, more of a slow, gradual RPM. It's going to be really good for us who like to ride the hard enduro stuff where you need really smooth throttle control. The cylinder head has been updated on only the 250 model, not the 300. But what they said that it gives you a better low-end torque. And that's great for guys like me that run 250s. That's a 250 XC. I really like how light 250s feels, because it has a shorter stroke. The handling of the bike makes it just feel a lot lighter than a 300, and it just makes it kind of more fun to ride, I think. So it sounds like this Beta new cylinder head is going to give it kind of more of a luggability like a 300 would have, but it'll still have that agile feel of a 250. So it's got a 6-speed transmission, and it does not have a kickstarter. It only has e-start, but there's a note saying that you can upgrade to a kickstart later. I'm not sure how much that's going to cost. Could be like 300, 400 bucks maybe, and maybe might be a little annoying to do. Have to crack that case off, dive in there, change some gears and everything. But it's a bummer that even KTM's did it, Huskies did it, and now the Betas are doing it too. I know us guys who ride the hard stuff, we run fans, it kills the battery, And by the end of a really hard, like 9-hour day of just lugging and going slow and overheating your bike, that fan drains that battery, and you have to kickstart your bike. So it's not desirable to come with e-start only. They're trying to save weight, they're trying to make it simpler, but it's just not right. They shouldn't make this move for two strokes. Two strokes need that ability to be just punished, you know. So that's unfortunate. They've made some updates to the suspension. You can check out Dirt Bike Channel. He's been running the 2019 390 4-stroke, which has some of the newer suspension on it, and he says he's been loving it. So check out his videos, and you got to get an opinion from him. So the seat height on these bikes, both the 250 and 300, is 36.6 inches, and from the factory you have an option to go 2 inches lower on the seat. It moves some parts, so they call it the lowboy model, and they say they move some kind of parts that go with the shock to a different part of the seat or something that allows it to go lower. If you guys know how that works, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to know. But having a lower seat is crucial for guys with short legs or guys that just ride hard, rocky stuff. We're always dabbing, we're always trying to get that foot placement when we're riding kind of the trials like rock stuff. So first upgrade I do on these bikes is put a low seat. I do the Seat Concepts low seat, and that drops, I don't know if it drops it 2 inches, but it drops it enough to where it's a lot better. But I mean, the lower you can go, the better, I would say. So the dry weight of this bike is 228 pounds for the 250 and 300, but the 200 is down to 213.8 pounds. So they say they've changed the superstructure, which is the front crown, front and rear fenders, and ductwork, which they're saying they improved essentially they improved the ergonomics. They said they kind of redesigned the front fender, thinned it out in areas to make it lighter, and thicker in other areas to make it more rigid. And I really, a rigid front fender is important to me. I run the Trailbound enduro straps to carry gas, jacket, trail saw, and the KTM front fenders have been working great. They're nice and rigid, so it's good to see that Beta is going to have a nice rigid front fender as well. So those straps will work great for getting some of the weight off my back and onto the bike. The Beta has this thing that's new to me when I started looking into it. It's called BYOB, Build Your Own Bike, and they say they have over 400 parts in the store. I guess how it works is that you just go through, you're kind of like shopping, you select the items that you want as you're choosing your bike. So you can choose your tires, you can go tubeless or moose, heavy duty tubes, you can change the suspension, you can put an hour meter on it, you can put hand guards on it, and I'm not sure if they install all that for you or if it just comes in a box. I hope that they install it all for you, because that would be kind of the cool part about Build Your Own Bike, because if you've been watching my 2019 250XC hard enduro build series, there's a lot of things that we do to these bikes, and it takes a lot of time to just put all those parts on. So it would definitely be cool to be able to just choose all the stuff I want, have it sent to me, and it's literally ready to ride enduros. Let me know in the comments if you guys know how that works. I'd be interested to know. And that sounds pretty cool. I guess it depends on what stuff is available in that store. If it's the stuff that I've tested and feel strongly about, or if it's like stuff that I've tested and don't feel strongly about. Like we have to look through the parts and see how legit that is. But they probably got some gummy tires in there to start you off, so you don't have to ride your bike with some crappy tires for a while. Until you wear them out. You guys know how that goes. So the price of these bikes, the 200RR is coming in at $8,699. The 250 is $8,799, and the 300 is coming in at $9,199. So those prices don't include the license, sales tax, shipping, installation, all that stuff. All that all adds up to $1,000, $1,500 or whatever. So take those prices with a grain of salt. But I have been seeing a lot of people buying Betas in the last week. They must have gone on sale when the 2020 was announced. So I think guys are getting pretty good deals on these Betas. If you're interested in going to a Beta, you won't be able to get that counterbalance motor, but maybe it's a good bike for a good deal. look around, talk to your dealers, see what's going on. So one thing that's come up in my research of these Beta bikes is that the warranty is really good on them. I've heard stories of Beta going out of their, past the warranty zone to fix something that was wrong. Buck Harness on Instagram was saying that there's some kind of issue with like 5% of the 2019s. SKF had some bad seal bearings. Anyone that had that issue, they replaced it, even if it was outside of warranty, got it dialed in for them. It sounds like Beta is like pretty legit company. They're Italian, and that they've got a good rep in the USA. So parts and availability, that's kind of the main thing that has kept me with KTM for so long, is that Rocky Mountain MC, they have that 2 to 3 day shipping on all KTM parts. So you break your bike on Saturday, Sunday, you fix it halfway to keep you riding all weekend, and then you go home, you order a bunch of parts, it gets there Wednesday or Thursday, you install them, and you go back out on Saturday or Sunday and do the same thing. So having those parts super quickly available is really important to me. Talking to the Beta guys, they all say the dealers are really well equipped. The Beta dealers carries every single part available, and they end up getting shipments twice a week from Beta. So apparently it's really easy to get parts if you have a Beta dealer close to you. But I think some of the Beta dealers will ship to you. So that's something to kind of research a little bit and look into and see. Maybe ask your Beta dealer, ask for parts that you commonly break. Just call them and see, do they have it? Are you going to be able to get that right away? And if anyone has any web stores that has quick shipping on Beta parts, quick and cheap shipping on Beta parts, write them down in the comments. I'm sure people will be interested to hear that. So some of the guys in the Trailbound community that run Betas right now are Enduro NV. He's got a 2018 300RR. He said it's been great. Max Gersten's running the 300RR race model. Guy 114, he's running the 300. And both those guys came from racing the 4-stroke and have been moving to the 2-stroke, the 300s, and doing more of the hard enduro stuff, which is awesome. Buck Harness has over 300 hours on his 2017 300RR. Off-Grid Syndicate has a 2016 300RR with about 100 hours on it. Adventure Light just got a 2019 300R. Tune into some of those Instagrams and see how they're holding up to get an idea of it. So let's check out some clips of these guys ripping it. Here's Max Gersten getting it on the 300RR. He's like a super fast air scramble guy, but I love these clips of him just ripping the gnarly trials, kind of hill climbs. Here's some clips of Guy 114. He's riding some semi-local trails for us. Pretty gnarly canyons, getting it. Love that sound of that bike revving out. Off-Grid Syndicate, he's been pumped on his Beta. He's really good at the trials, enduro type of stuff. He's got some cool moves. Alright guys, thanks for checking out this video. I would love to know, would you buy one of these over KTM or Husky? Do you guys already run a Beta? And what do you think about this oil injection thing? If you like these videos, subscribe, hit that bell button to get more videos like this announced to you. And join the conversation down in the comments below and on our Instagram page. There's a big thread that's growing about this bike, so check it out there. There's a lot of interesting information on there from the community, a lot of different perspectives. It's a great source. As always, we'll see you guys out on the trail.